Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, April the 5th. And first of all, let me say a very happy birthday to my belated grandmother, who is, today would have been her earthly birthday. Many of you know her, Vicenta Elvira Chacon Filian. She was a very compassionate lady, and I kept hearing yesterday, you're to talk about the art of compassion. The art of compassion. Okay. Because these are all completely intuitive based, what it is I'm supposed to speak to you about. So today is called the art of compassion. Okay. We need compassion right now more than ever during this time of uncertainty of what's going on. When is the curve going to be flattened? When do we get to go back to work out of our houses? And I was listening to Colleen yesterday, and she reminded me that humans naturally want certainty. We want to know. We want to know what's going on, because this gives us a false sense of control. Hey, Lisa, good morning. This gives us a false sense of control. When we know, okay, the next 7 days and after that, we're going to be, it's good to know what's going on, but not to use it as a sense of control, because the truth is you're fooling yourself. We don't have control. We don't have control of what's going on, okay? So to want that certainty is really a self-protective measure that is born out of fear, okay? Underneath it all, it's fear. The crazy shopping and everything, it's born out of fear. Now, it's good to have a healthy amount of fear. I'm not saying it's not. But when it's overboard and it's controlling all of your thoughts and oh my God and all of that stuff, that's another story. And I want to encourage you today to risk letting go of fear. What would your life look like? Because we know the opposite of fear is faith. Are you more in the fear bucket or are you more in the faith bucket right now? First thing I want to remind you of is God is in charge. In Job 14:15, it says, a person's days are already determined. God has decreed the number of our months and has set limits we cannot exceed. So that means that before you were born, the number of days of life you have was already established, was already determined. What's going to happen is going to happen. Relax in knowing that. And when it's your time, it's your time. Now, self-will does come into play. And if somebody decides they want to kill themselves or something like that, they exercise their free will and exit it out. But know that at this time, do everything you can to take care of yourself, your vitamins, get all the rest that you can, because when we go back, we go back. So build yourself up the best that you can. Secondly, hey, Christia, nice to see you. Prayer will help the situation. Whether you are a religious person or not, just talking to the universe, talking to God, whoever your higher power is, pray. It does make a difference. Maybe sometimes the answer is no, you're not going to get that, but it does make a difference and you are heard, okay? So if you say, Esther, I'm good, I don't need prayer, I'm good, I got it all down, awesome. Pray for others. Pray for people in your world. Pray for our nation, our military, and the world in general, because one thing we have learned as this virus has spread from China to all over is that we truly are one. We share the same air. We are all connected. So pray everybody's spirits, everybody's vibration level goes up. Okay, this is the meat of today's talk. I have a challenge for you. And here's the challenge. and this is really big. How can you be compassionate on a daily basis? How can you be compassionate on a daily basis? I looked up thesaurus and I looked for other words that are synonymous with compassion. And some of the words I noted down here were grace, kindness, tenderness, consideration, empathy. So, when I challenge you to be compassionate on a daily basis, well, gee, how do I do that? I'm going to tell you right now. How can I show grace to others? Maybe it's listening to somebody who's really talking a lot because they're bored in the house. An extra 10 minutes of your time. How can I show kindness to others? How can I show tenderness to others? How can I be considerate to others? How can I show empathy to others? These are all examples of being compassionate, and this is something we need so desperately in our world, because as time goes on, we're becoming more and more alienated from each other. It's like, don't call me, just send me a text. We're more and more alienated from each other, and that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. I am challenging you to incorporate some of these things every day. What can you do to show kindness, to show compassion to others? Now we're going to do a little exercise. I would like for you to close your eyes and see your soul, the part of you that nobody else sees or knows but you. Close your eyes and see yourself as a tree. Okay, we're an orange tree right now. Close your eyes and see yourself as an orange tree. Now, based on your soul, how you're feeling, the feelings that you have, the intentions that you have, what does your tree look like? Does it look like it hasn't been tended to in months and it's brittle and there's no fruit and it looks all dry? Does it look like it's standing tall and straight and there's some fruit on there, but maybe there's just like a little, 3 or 4 oranges that didn't grow as much as they should have? Their progress stopped and they're about to fall off the branch and they're dead, they're no good? Or do you see yourself as a tree that's overloaded, heavy laden with oranges? Like, would somebody please pick that tree? There's oranges all over the place. You're giving constantly. You're connected with others. You're already doing all of these things. That's the goal that we want as a person, as a soul. And these oranges are called the fruits of your spirit. Okay? And the fruits of the spirit, this is what these oranges represent: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This is one of these videos you might need to watch again, because I'm laying a lot of stuff on you in a short amount of time. But again, the oranges are the basis that you're going to draw from to show compassion to, hey Jules, that you're going to show compassion to others. The fruits of the Spirit, which is your goal to develop by self-nurturing, learning, praying, and doing. A lot of things in life we learn by doing. You don't just read a book and go out and do it. That helps to some degree, but you really learn by doing. Okay? So when you are showing, How can I show grace to others, kindness, tenderness, consideration, empathy to others? How do I do that? That's going to come from the fruits of your spirit. And again, the fruits of your spirit are love, joy. How much of this do you have? Peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Work on you, loves. Work on you to develop these things so that you can be compassionate to other people. Take advantage, please. And actually, Jules is the one who made a post yesterday or the day before. We don't want the world to go back to the way it was, because that wasn't working. That wasn't working. We need to up our game as a collective, all of us. Up our game. And the way you can do this, to do your part, is to do these things. Your challenge again is, how can you be compassionate on a daily basis? On a daily basis. I've given you examples. I've told you where it needs to come from inside of you. All you got to do is do it. All you got to do is do it. Take advantage of this time for self-development so that when we all go back out there, we are creating a better world. We're reconnecting with people. We're showing love and joy and peace and everything that I've already stated to you. Make the world a better place, please. This has happened for a reason. 2 weeks ago, I did a video called Control-Alt-Delete, which is the old school term for rebooting, hard reset, whatever the kids say now. This is where we're at. Those of us that are well and will get through this is our time to up our game so that when we go back, we're smarter, wiser, and ready to give to others. Graciousness has been a dying gift. Let's bring it back. Let's bring back graciousness to this world. Let's be the light by doing all of these things. If you're coming in late, I suggest you watch the replay, which will be up in about 20 minutes. If you have any questions at all as to how to do these things, as to how to accomplish this challenge of being compassionate on a daily basis to people around you, please contact me. I am so here for you, and I'm home. I'm not going anywhere. So I would love to work with you, because when you are extending those things to others, it's like that old commercial, and then they tell two friends, and so on, and so on. Let's get the ball rolling of making our world a brighter place. I've given you the tools today on how to do it. Contact me if you have any questions, and take care, loves. I'll see you next week.